So we all can agree that Digimon Adventure 2 was the most superior season of Digimon, period.
You know what? I think we can come to a consensus on that.
Right.
After a long 24-hour battle over who the best Digimon is, we can at least agree on that.
I'd love to actually see that battle happen. Waymon versus fucking Wailord.
Yeah, can you tell we've been talking about Digimon between recordings?
Blaze doesn't like Digimon!
I like Tamers.
Of course you like Tamers, it's good.
I like turtles.
Let's not get into any more of this, let's cue the roll call!
We are live!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Loud and impulsive. Greycaster. Late.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Power of anime runs through my veins. Crimson Caster. Joe Raven.
Respecting the source material. Greencaster. Senshi.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 307, Blaze Digimon!
It's episode Machinedramon. Look at him, he's so fucking cool. Best Digimon of all time.
Not actually!
He is, he's my favorite. Number one favorite. Giga Cannon.
Okay, actually, Blaze, Pokemon.
Meditite. Never liked him. Actually, no, it's Medicham I don't like. I like Meditite, I don't like Medicham.
I like Chennai.
So I don't like his bulky legs.
Medicham is one of my favorites. We'll get into that next week.
Yes.
Alright, enough Digimon! This is the show where we talk about Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and a third thing. So if you're listening to us for the first time, thank you for tuning in. We are a team of Digimon who get together every week to talk about these shows.
No, I don't like Thick Boy, and it's funny because fighting types...
If you call that thick, you've got weird standards.
No, he's talking about Medicham.
Oh.
Medicham.
Those are pants.
Yeah, they're thick pants. Anyways, yeah, Mega Medicham is rad too.
God, it is. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mega
There's only
Medicham
one
is
true
awesome too.
superior.
That discussion
Pokemon
is
that's
next
Hitmonchan.
week. This time it's Meditite. Oh, there you go. You're right. I should have said we're a group of Digidestined.
Who's the child?
Tom.
We could be going by that one season's logic where we like become.
God, I remember that fucking campaign.
Lane, you're giving me PTSD with that picture you posted.
Hey, Hitmonchan's my favorite fighting Pokemon. I love him.
I know.
He's my best
Why?
boxing boy. Because he used him in his Nuzlocke.
Anyone who watched my Nuzlocke knows.
Oh, did you get shit kicked by Hitmonchan?
No. Bruce.
Oh, you
Yeah,
had one and it died?
Oh, Hitmonchan died?
Literally.
No!
Literally in the second last fight of the fucking run.
I'm so sorry. Who beat him?
Fucking, Zamazenta.
Well, that's why.
Rest in peace, Hitmonchan.
I was trying to use him to catch it, then it killed
The
him.
punches didn't work against the
Why
shield.
did you name your Hitmonchan Bruce?
Because I didn't know what it was going to evolve into when I caught it.
So you were banking on Hitmonlee.
Kind of.
Right?
I would have loved if it just fucked with you and just evolved into a Hitmontop.
I mean, you can change the name.
Shh.
No,
It
once
was
you
funnier
nickname it,
that
you have
way.
to keep it.
Fucking okay.
So this week we're talking about episode 4301, talking about episode 19 of Kiramager, and for our feature topic this week, we're gonna finish season 1 of Kanpai Senshi After 5.
Episodes 10, 11, and 12.
Yeah, it was really feelsy, and
Oh.
fucking felt long too. Like goddamn.
Yep. Alright, let's get in.
These robots are dropping like flies. Am I next?
James, no!
So I got an interesting Aruto face of the week because, like, I caught it when we were watching the episode. And
There was a part where someone actually said, "Stop making all those silly faces to him." And all I could think of was the Aruto face of the week.
Right? Yeah, I posted some Aruto face of the week pictures on Twitter, and apparently a lot of people actually liked that idea, so I was really happy with that. But here's the Aruto face of the week. I just love this shot of just Az's hand just by Aruto's face, and Aruto's just giving her the fucking look.
Sniff the evil
It
robot
looks
fingers.
like he's just gonna bite her hand off.
The fuck you doing?
Oh, it's like sniff the evil robot fingers.
No, she's just about
Either
to pick
that
his
or
nose.
I'll take a potato chip.
For the record, that's a really good desktop background.
I mean,
Look at that.
if you remove the hand, then
perfect.
yes, sure. No, Aruto's...
All of your icons would be in the negative space. It's perfectly proportioned.
Aruto disapproves of the programs you have installed. I see you, Internet Explorer!
Why would you have it there?
On a related note, apparently Microsoft finally ended support for all versions of Internet Explorer because now they have Edge.
And also
the same thing.
I know.
but also it's because they realized the new Explorer sucks balls.
But
they
it's the
didn't
same
change
program!
anything.
I know.
They just
Well, they
changed
just
the logo.
don't want the name has.
They just discontinued support for the old versions before the name change.
Because see, in the
It
2000s,
realized-
It's progress, okay?
No,
It
it's
realized that their browser sucks, but they just
The
renamed
browser?
the browser.
No, and
You
then
can browse the internet?
in the mid 2000s, Firefox was the superior browser, and then Google Chrome happened, and now everyone just uses Google Chrome.
Hey, there was
Firefox
Opera in
Quantum is
between.
pretty good.
There was Opera in between.
Chrome does what I need it to do, and I'm happy with
Okay, let's not get into this argument. We just really fucking go on tangents tonight, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, first thing we need to bring up is...
I was right.
No, not even that. The 1000 driver got destroyed.
Hooray!
No!
He is out of here!
Now if only they would stab him too.
No.
No.
What's wrong with Thouser?
He's an asshole. He's done
Nothing's
terrible
wrong-
things.
He's a
wrong
cool
with the
writer.
suit. Nothing's
No.
wrong with the
Yes,
suit.
he
But
is.
the fucking guy in it is a
Is
giant
he interesting?
No, he's not even Kuroto
He
interesting.
named his Kamen Rider suit after his little robot dog he had as a kid.
And that's dumb.
No, I loved it. It was great. Great backstory.
His redemption is literally the worst part of this show.
His redemption
Anyways,
is so half-hearted and shallow.
Now that the 1000 driver is broken in
We
the
got
show,
to watch Arc 1 crush it in his hand, and I cheered.
No, and now I'm gonna keep my 1000 driver because
I love that
I'm honored with
comment.
it. But no, I'm gonna forever miss hearing with the 5 Horns Cross.
I love this comment. Lane being cool doesn't excuse war crimes.
That.
But he did apologize and try to redeem himself.
Oh, he apologized for war crimes.
Right.
1,800 war
and then
crimes.
decided to give the main character back his company. I think that's pretty fucking awesome and honorable of him.
That's all he should be doing.
No! He gave Aruto back the presidency of Hidden Intelligence, so he's been redeemed. Fuck off!
No, he
That is
Lane.
not a redemption.
Not even the characters in the show buy that shit.
But he did, and he has, and now he's gone back to just being
Lane,
the Thouser
let me
branch.
explain something to you for just 1 second. When you lose, and you have to reverse the stupid bullshit that you did, that's not character development. That's you losing and having to reap the bullshit of it.
At best, it's backpedaling.
Would you rather him not apologize at all?
I'd rather him kiss the dirt beneath their shoes.
I mean,
I
he still
honestly
feels
feel
fucking
like,
shitty about it.
That you guys.
I feel like maybe he
Hold on,
should.
Emily's talking.
Are being very, very unfair about this. He did as much as he could. He couldn't go back and fix everything. He did.
You don't know that.
I accept that. No, we can't.
Yes. So just
He should be arrested
more-
for many
more of
different
a
things he
chance.
did.
anyone who feels that someone can't change like that that's a very upsetting mindset to have.
Okay, but my problem is the man got out of all of the crap he did scot-free with zero actual
That was
punishment.
because of was unfortunately because of timing being bad.
No jail, no court,
thing.
nothing.
But see, here's the thing, Emily, and I haven't watched this show, but I have seen enough to know that Thouser is a bit of a fucking dick sneeze. And I will...
A bit is an understatement.
Sure. You can lose and learn something. but you also, in terms of a good and well-written narrative, have to get your just desserts. You can't just
Oh,
be
look, my
mad
childhood
because
dog!
someone
Now
got
I
their
feel
just
bad
desserts.
for what I did.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
His
we
heart grew
forgive
3
you.
sizes that day.
No, you have to actually repent. You do. You have to actually repent. You can't just be sorry.
The problem was, he was a villain. He was not an interesting villain, and he was not even a truly
he
repentant
wasn't the
villain.
most interesting villain, but in the end, he gave
least
Aruto
then
back the
Aruto
company,
died.
and he restarted Human Gear production so Human Gears could go back out into society.
Hiroto died for our
No.
sins.
Aruto restarted the production line on them. Guy gave the company back to Aruto so he didn't have to deal with
Yeah,
the
Guy
fucking
shirked
bullshit.
responsibility. If he wanted to actually make amends, he could have helped out. But no, he went crawling back to Zaya and got promptly demoted.
Oh no!
Anyways,
my
the
public
point being-
image. Oh no! I can't put the Human Gears back out because I'm the one who really publicized that they were the fucking scum of the earth.
Point being,
I'll let Aruto do it.
The point being, I will miss the 1000 driver, and I'll miss Kamen Rider Thouser himself.
And let me respond to you with what is quickly becoming my newest catchphrase. Statistically, someone had to.
Yeah, there's other Thouser fans out there. There
And
are.
I will come. I
No,
will come at you.
you know what? I'm gonna say what Gar usually would probably say. Everyone went on fucking hating Thouser just because the whole majority of the fucking Rider fandom decided to jump on that hate train.
My hatred is my own, not
Right.
the fandom.
No, I know, but I'm
made
just
my
saying.
own
I'm just
decisions.
saying. Majority of the fandom hates Thouser because a couple people fucking were like, "Oh, Thouser sucks." So
No, he just sucks. People didn't decide that because
I
other
like
people
things
thought so.
about him, and that's the end of the story. Anyways, Thouser's done. So who the fuck cares?
Look, I am 100%.
We'll get a Thouser.
concerned about
We'll get a Thouser movie, and then no one
The
will
Thouser?
care. And yeah.
That's where they're really pour on the schmaltz and try and win the audience back.
Anyway, so yeah, apparently Aruto's being Arc 1 willingly, but I like to think it's because the
Not
Arc
happily,
driver
yes.
is, you know,
Okay.
kind of driving his emotions up to 11.
So what's happening is Aruto is after Horobi willingly because of Izu being murdered. That I went into great detail about last week. I'll concede that the Arc 1 key is accentuating his negative emotions. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
But-
it's like latching
Yeah,
on
I
to
guess.
his desire for revenge and making it an all-consuming force.
Lane?
Not exactly all-consuming, because as we saw in the fight with Vulcan Valkyrie and
He's
Thouser,
in control.
he did not
Yeah,
murder
he-
them, he
So,
just disabled their rider systems.
Hey, Lane, I'm just gonna, because I know you'll know this.
Mm-hmm.
What's the exact quote Palpatine said to Luke when he was trying to convince Luke to come around to the dark side?
I can't remember right now, actually.
Something like "strike me down."
Strike me down, and your
rage.
journey towards
Yeah.
the dark side will be complete.
Yeah, I feel like this is what that is.
Ooh.
If Aruto actually killed Horobi, I feel like Arc would have actually taken
Fully
control.
taken
Yeah,
over.
that would start the war they were
I mean,
talking
that's what
about.
Az said. She's like, oh, because like
Great
Jin
malice.
got fucking
Yeah.
dummied and then
And
died.
now Aruto's
and
questioning
Oz was
his
like,
shit
"Oh,
instead of...
Well, you have hated malice that your son died, so you're gonna be Arc now. What?
This is what they're leading into.
It's
for the
interesting how she's playing both of them to try to get it to...
Yeah, and
I feel like that was the idea from the beginning.
This was actually super interesting because they've sort of lightly brought up the fact that humans all have malice within them, so the Arc could rise again in any of them.
Okay.
And I felt like this was kind of an underexplored idea, but then Azu pulls out these massive, what I can only refer to as Arc 2 keys, and she plans to mass produce them and turn all of humanity into Arcs. And I'm like, yes, this is the conclusion we've been leading to.
Okay, I'm gonna answer Vegas' question quickly. So he's asking me if my girlfriend was killed, would you not want to murder the person
Didn't we do this
responsible
last
for her
week?
death? No, I wouldn't want to do that because that's not the right thing to do. I'd want to see him. I'd want to see him face justice.
See, here's the thing. You say that all you like, but you don't know how bad you'd feel in that moment. That is a very difficult state of emotion to picture
understand
yourself in.
that, but at the same time, having that sense in your heart of what is actually right I think revenge is the dumbest thing anyone can do for any reason. All it does is add more pain to the world and make things worse. Revenge is never a good thing. I can't think of a single instance in which it doesn't make things worse.
And while you're correct, if all of humanity were that level-minded under intense emotional duress, we wouldn't have war.
I know, that's the problem. I'm not saying that it's something that's possible for people to realize and under duress. I'm just saying that I'm really, really glad that Lane gets that.
Everyone can claim all they like in hypothetical situations, but no one ever really knows until they get actually pushed that far.
That's true.
So, let everyone try and be a little less high-nosed about it.
Yeah.
This is absolutely... What's happening to Aruto, I find, is absolutely believable and a refreshing change for him, because seeing him be so goody-goody the whole show and then do this is probably the most interesting thing Aruto's ever done, in my opinion.
Yes,
and he's gonna learn it's wrong. Like, that's the reason that it's happening.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fall hard and then come back.
I'm going to admit that yes, it's cool seeing Aruto kind of be evil and kind of have all these really angry intentions, but it's just still like, again, Ichi, you've been saying like, oh, he's been such a goody good the whole show. Yes, and that's what I've loved about Aruto, is that he was just been so pure-hearted and like not wanting anything bad to happen to anybody.
You know
the
what,
problem
Lane?
is that makes him into Gary Stu.
That's the point. That is the point of what he's going through now. He's been such a goody-goody this whole show. He's been the one who believed in everything. And then the guy he was trying to believe in straight up murdered the most important person to him.
Yeah, it's not just because Izu was murdered, it's because
Horby did. His own good intentions got Izu killed, and he's fucking done with it.
It feels like the whole show he's been like he's been an idealist the whole show, and while that's good and admirable to do, it's not always realistic and it's not always sustainable. So when finally given the opportunity to burst a valve open in his brain, I feel like he took it. You know what I mean? It's almost cathartic.
I guess so. I don't know. Just deep down in my heart, I just think it's just not right for him to be this way.
Oh, it's absolutely not right, but it is happening.
I know.
That's a good way of putting it.
It's gonna happen.
He dodged fucking 3 rider attacks like it was fucking nothing.
That was friggin' rad.
But yeah, so we do find out he is in control of what he's doing because Guy took data of him and recording, and he's like, yeah, I noticed that he's doing the exact same shit that he did as 01.
That he has the same combat patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see that Horby is still on his kick of killing humanity.
But he's being, like, super tsundere about it. Like oh, I'm fucking hard! Nope!
It's not just that, but he's like wavering emotionally because he's sort of shaking in fear after dealing with Arc 1 last week.
And Williamson keeps calling Jin. He's just like, "You fucking kill your dad, please. Fuck your father. Fuck your father. Fuck your father."
Why haven't you killed your dad yet? Also, we confirmed that we got actual confirmation that he was the one that fixed up Jin, and it was for the purpose of killing the Arc and thus Horby.
Which. Cool, I'm glad we got that question fully answered.
That checks out.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
That still doesn't answer the question of where the Burning Falcon key came from. They never really got into,
I think because he's from a different branch of Zaya, so they made that driver for him.
Yeah, but you know what...
But it came from, like, his soul.
I've talked about this briefly before, but they never really got into the origin of the Progrise keys themselves and why several separate companies can make them all. But anyways, whatever. It's a minor nitpick at this point. I like that they fought in the tunnel because the like low lighting combined with the dramatic shots of Arc 1 dodging the attacks.
Yeah, that's
really
sort
good.
of the lighting was really cool, and then we had that sort of lit only by sparks type of fight later.
Yeah, and not only does he crush the Thousand Driver, but he deletes the chips inside of Vulcan and Valkyrie, effectively disabling them too.
Transform.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I have a theory about something that's going to happen later. So, like, we know that Vulcan's going to get, like, a new form using the Japanese wolf key. So I like to think that...
Yeah, by the way, just before you go into your theory, yeah, so it was shown in the preview that he's getting a new form, and then they put a silhouetted image of it on Twitter, and if you look real close, you can see that it is the Japanese wolf key. And
so I like to think that Naki kind of sacrifices herself by going back into the chip that's in Fuu's head, and that's what lets him Henshi into Vulcan.
That makes
Japanese
sense.
Wolf. So
Which begs the next question: would Raiden do the same for Valkyrie?
maybe, but
They've never really talked.
As we can see, the new Vulcan form is just a recolored Assault Wolf, but honestly, I think this color scheme fits it a lot better. I like too. It's very nice.
I just can't get over how funny it is that we hear this key saying Japanese wolf.
I need to look up an actual Japanese wolf. It's interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. So when Aruto goes to Horobi's robot cult, we get pretty much the closest thing to a proper, like, cinematic Arc 1 henshin, but they kind of interrupt it with Horobi's henshin in the middle of it. That was a little disappointing, but I guess it's alright. And then he just rips through the Magia like they're paper.
It's a Japanese wolf. It's adorable.
Yeah. But yeah, the thing on this is very similar to Naki's helmet as well, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a Zet Samurai's case. That means the Japanese wolf's technically extinct.
Yep.
That's sad. Oh.
And it means when he does the Hisatsu, it'll be Zetsumetsu Blast.
Jeez, it's been extinct since 1905.
Christ.
God damn.
But yeah, so Arc 1 and Horobi have it out, and I love that Horobi tries to, like, send his scorpion tail through the ground, but Arc 1 fucking grabs it and rips it out.
Also, again, fucking Horobi's the best fucking rider in the show because he's just lasted the longest without no new forms.
I don't need no stinking forms!
Yeah, he only has the one form, Sting Scorpion, and again, suit acted by Senshi Takaiwa, so he's just been...
I still think he should have had an Amazing Hercules form.
I think he should have had a Trapping Spider form.
Yeah, that would look good.
That would look dope.
But we've said that plenty.
Yeah.
So Arc 1 fucking destroys the attach arrow that he's got during their fight, which was awesome.
Finally! He's been too attached to that thing.
Wow.
No.
Hey, it's fun.
So we get
you
to
have
see...
that toy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We get to see Arc 1 do more of the emotional Hisatsu charging buttons. The ones we didn't hear before were conflict, murder, ruin, extinction, and destruction. And with his perfect conclusion, Jin flies in at the last second to save his dad!
And he really is last second. Like, he just gets in there somehow.
You know, I just kind of goes straight in and dies.
I gotta say, I'm gonna give it props, mad props to Orby's actor because, my god, like, he just got the emotions down. He fucking shed so much tears. Like, when you saw him looking over at fucking Arc 1, you just saw, like, the fucking, like, the heaviness in his eyes and how sad he was.
The makeup that they did was incredible.
Oh, and Jin was fucking great.
Like,
They
the makeup
did an
on
amazing job with the makeup on the human gears with the skin coming off.
on Jin's face, it was like worlds better than even Izu's in the last episode.
Yeah, like
I feel.
you could feel I don't want to be gross, but you could see like the ripped flesh. It
Yeah,
was
like
actually kind of graphic.
like he was turning his head around, and you could see like the like levels of where it was ripped, and I'm like, holy fuck.
There you go.
Yeah, I know. People have made fan art
That's dope.
of Horobi Amazing Hercules.
Yeah, Arc 1's also fucking scary with how fast he is.
I love it.
I just saw him like fucking just speeding through like a bunch of fucking.
That's what happens when you've got sneakers for shoes.
Magias, and I was just like, god damn.
Arc 1's got them sneakers.
And you know what? The thing with Horobi, like, the actor did amazing, which is, like, semi-surprising, because that's, like, the most he's emoted the entire
I was
fucking
gonna say,
show.
like, he has not emoted the whole show, and now he finally gets to pour it all out.
Yeah, but that's so I'm guessing that's more direction than it was actor.
Yeah.
So, that's good to see.
It's both.
Yeah, just be very monotone, because your character does not feel.
Yeah. So, as Jin lays there dying, they decided to have the effect where you could see the, like, robot wings from his suit still sort of there, even though he's unhinged. Which I thought was a kind of weird choice.
And it was like dropping like digital feathers.
Yeah.
Just showing it's just a timer, basically, at that point, showing his life slowly being snuffed out.
I guess. But, like, you have to consider, like, wait, his power's based on a phoenix, isn't it? Is he gonna come back? Again?
No, it's a burning falcon. Phoenixes aren't falcons.
You know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean. Yeah, look at that. Jesus Christ. It's so fucking... Wow.
Just Williamson. Damn it! Back to the drawing board.
Alright, we'll send out the third model.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just fucking... I don't mean to call out Gar like this, but like, there you go, Gar! Character came back and he died again! So the next writer fucking did something different!
We'll see. We still have 2 episodes. I just thought it was weird that like he explodes and then all that's left was his earpiece and his gun. Apparently the gun survived the explosion.
Well, yeah, that's the thing that was most attached to him, was the gun that he was fucking shot in the head of that one fucking Humagear.
Yep.
God. Quick, someone bring up the he's got a gun meme. We haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. Oh, the chime for the burning Falcon key does say return like a phoenix.
Oh.
But yeah, Azu comes down and talks about her plan to mass produce the Arc and debuts what is yet unnamed, but I'm going to tentatively refer to it as the Arc 2 key because it's shaped like the 02 key.
Probably not wrong either.
Right?
God.
And in the preview, not only do we see Vulcan Japanese Wolf, but Horobi wearing a 01/2 driver with a new Metsubo Jinrai themed attachment to it.
Yeah, it looks like you put like a force riser on a fucking attachment.
I believe that what happens is it's like the 02 driver piece, but he's gonna flip that up and it's gonna make the Metsubo Jinrai emblem there.
Ooh.
But so he's gonna use that in conjunction with this new Arc 2 key. So is this Kamen Rider Arc 1 fighting Kamen Rider Arc 2?
Or are they just going to be the 2 same suits fucking going at each other?
I don't know. I just think it's impressive that they managed to sneak in more suits without us finding out beforehand.
Right?
Fucking, that's what just Riders been doing lately. Just like, fucking Zeo, we had Kamen Rider Soup, and... Which apparently, we discovered that apparently there actually is a soup clothing store.
Yeah. The soup store!
It's fucking mind-blowing.
Oh yeah, also, as mentioned, Aruto looked like he was gonna have a heart attack after he realized he killed Jin.
No, guys, I was asking for the Jin gun meme. I was asking for other fucking pictures of guns in Rider. I mean, that's cool.
I thought you meant the other gun, the Pokemon gun meme, actually.
No, the one of Jin with holy shit, he's
With
got a gun.
The news report that he's like, oh, he's got a gun.
Holy shit, he's got a gun.
I'm surprised no one still has that like on fucking hand.
I'm sure someone has that.
Someone has it on hand. Yes, the noisy cricket. But yeah, no.
Someone's gotta post that meme before we move on.
Yeah, we're waiting. Blazy-kun, come on!
Oh, you weren't on last week, Raven. You want to talk about your feelings on recent episodes?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, last week.
Fuck.
That was a really well done episode,
right?
I think. And just the introduction for Arc 1 at the end of it, when I was like slowly realizing, wait, this is Aruto, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh god.
Close enough.
Yeah, there it is.
Yay!
But yeah, no, I really liked when they introduced Arc 1. It was very, just as he showed up, it was like very Slenderman-y, the way that showed up and just
not going
everybody.
back to jail.
Really cool the way they're really taking
Did he
some
show
horror
up in the
in it.
background of shots or something like that?
No, it's just like the very like distorted camera shots around him as he's like twitching and fucking freaking out here and there too in the darkness.
So Paul, since you haven't been here very often, what do you want to say about your thoughts on 01 based on what you've seen?
Has all the potential to be one of the better Rider shows I've ever seen. I absolutely adore the suits. The suits are great. The story seems quite complex. I don't have a full grasp on it yet, which is why I've been quite quiet. But the things that I've seen from the story, the Humagears being this, like, they're trying to be a class. And all this stuff going on around that. It's very...
Yeah. Thank you, Duggar.
Sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't have a reference on that.
It's okay. It's an in-joke.
It's very Isaac Asimov. It's very iRobot, but it's also Kamen Rider. And I think that's awesome. And even though I don't have a full grasp of the story yet, I really, really, really do want to get to know it. This show, what I've seen, has made me want to actually marathon this show, so I feel like I'm going to.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So if anything, I'm going to be marathoning this show, and I'll have a full understanding of it fairly soon.
Cool. Emily, any other thoughts on this episode before we move on?
Honestly, I don't know if I have any more thoughts on it. I really want to see where this goes. I think it could have the potential to go in a direction that's really good, or a direction that's really, like, kind of overly dark and not a good message.
That's really kind of up in the air, because the producers tweeted that this show is going to end unlike any other rider, and I'm very curious what that means.
Can you imagine?
Do you think that means that everyone will die or something?
You know
Because
what?
I think
can't
that
discount
kind
that
of
as a
happened,
possibility.
right? Like, isn't that what happened in Gaim?
I can't.
Well, I mean, not.
Most people survived the end of
They
the
blew up America, so like.
Well, they blew up America.
Sorry,
Do we
most
ca-
of the characters survived the end of
Yeah, I was like, America died.
There's a
count
lot
that?
of off-screen deaths.
Do we count that?
Since it became fucking cherry jam.
Too soon.
Oh, no, not too soon. It's been fucking like 7 years. It's more than relevant.
Gaim ended like Madoka did. Yeah,
It did, with the same writer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except
Yeah,
except
let's
a
just
lot.
say that Urobuchi has a weird obsession with plots ending with the world ending, or like someone ascending to becoming a god in a world that's different, because that's how all three things I know that he did end.
I
And
love
the other one is
Butcher.
And
the other one is
sometimes, and sometimes he just writes a show about puppets being anime as shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I love that show. It's so good.
Thunderbolt Chronicles. That's
Thunderbolt Fantasy.
I was about to say, I choose to forego context.
That show is awesome. I
It's
love
like
it.
Thunderbirds, but it's the Sengoku era.
Oh.
And fucking as anime as you can possibly get with puppets.
Interesting.
It's
Cool.
great.
Alright, take us in.
You're making
I love your energy.
it's Gar's thing.
I could do it if you want.
So this episode gives us something we've been waiting 19 episodes to see, and that's Jewel at Skewel.
Oh my god, this episode was fucking amazing. It
was great.
So fun, so entertaining as shit.
What I
I
don't...
loved every second of it.
My biggest problem is how divided my feelings on it are.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring this up right now because fucking Raven was being a fucking sourpuss, being like, I don't know why you keep saying this show's really fucking good when every time I watch this episode, it's just really silly. And I'm like, well, Raven, you're only here every other week, so you keep missing the big plot episodes.
Yeah.
So watch the fucking show and you'll see how good it is!
Yeah, that does not exactly make me feel like watching the show when they decide that every second episode is just random filler
But
shit.
Garza is so cool! He's such a fucking betrayed bastard. It's awesome. He's
It's
so
always
angry.
neat when they have characters swap bodies and then the actors have to act as the other person would.
And man, did they go ham with it this season.
Yes.
So good. I loved it.
So, yeah, we gotta talk about this. So, yes, so Tomitomo and Shavello fucking swap bodies, and
They
so
all swap.
Shovelo's in Tomitomo's body. He's like, I don't know really know how to do game stuff like those kids do, and then he just starts flossing, because I guess he's
Is this how you be an epic gamer?
Yeah, so I guess he's seen flossing
How do you
at some
do,
point.
fellow gamers? I'm not a
That-
Who
that's
wants
the-
to see that?
That's the one
though?
thing from the Sonic movie Ichi hates. He did it twice in the movie.
But nobody wants to see any of this.
See,
Sonic, like, you have to look at me sincerely and tell me to my face that Sonic wouldn't floss, because he would floss.
He would totally.
This one would.
I feel like in general, he
I've
totally
come to
No, but what you have to realize, this means that someone in this tiny podunk town of Green Hills plays Fortnite.
Someone, I'm sure. A lot of people, I'm sure.
You know
You're telling me the pro gamer in this show didn't at one point at least play a game of Fortnite in front of his fucking Zord?
No, I'm talking about Sonic.
Oh, that too.
Is it popular in Japan?
I mean, Foos Actor plays Fortnite. But no, like, in terms of flossing,
I know,
I like the dance. I can't do it for shit, but I respect it, so...
What do you mean you can't do it? It's the easiest shit.
Yeah, I can't get, like, the arm movements right. Because you have to, like, watch both your arms at the same time. It's really
So
weird.
the monster of the week...
I haven't tried.
So the monster of the week in this episode is Subikai Jamen, which translates to moving out mask. The monster...
It moves you out from your body and into another body.
That.
Because apparently Tarantula came to the assumption that, oh, humans love moving to different houses to change their lifestyle.
So I moved their souls!
So yeah, so literally Tarantula swapped bodies with Garza, jumped into Smog Jokey, and just started fucking around in it. And then he went back, and you just see Garza in Tarantula's body just being like, alright, you've had your fucking fun, now give me my fucking body.
I just love the shot of Jokey just doing what can only be described as fucking about.
Faffing around.
Being what a T-Rex should be? I don't know.
What?
Did Tyrannosaurus Rex be all fucking weird like that back in prehistoric times? I don't know. We'll never know.
But yeah, so they do the fucking beam to Kiramager, which swaps the Rangers' brains with their Zord's brains.
It's so fucking...
Hijinks ensue.
We'll talk about it quickly now. So, remember that Mach is a boy Zord.
Oh,
and
this was
Senna
unfortunate.
is a girl Green Ranger, so...
She's a girl
She doesn't
human.
want to hurt her
My
amazing
favorite
body,
character in
and
the
he
show
talks
is
about how good he
Foxy.
smells.
But they cut away from it quickly, but he
clearly
does
felt
fondle, he gives the feel.
He felt her up.
Oh.
It was uncomfortable.
You felt up my girl?
Yeah,
her Zord in her
Think
body.
of- in the Scooby-Doo
Yes.
movie, when they all switch bodies in the Scooby-Doo movie, and Fred is like, I can look at myself naked.
Naked.
My equivalent. I don't like that ring.
Or it was also... I was thinking about the time in One Piece when Trafalgar Law swapped all the bodies of all the Straw Hat, or a couple of the Straw Hats, and Sanji ended up in Nami's body. And just
exactly what
later
you
on,
said.
just when Nami's like, Sanji, what did you do to my body? What didn't I do in your body? And it's just like, oh.
But like, with regards to the whole Senna and Mach thing, it could be argued that she's been inside of him plenty of times. I'm
But
so sorry.
I gotta say, I gotta give the MVP of this entire episode was definitely Fire. Like, Fire was fucking awesome.
This fucking fire truck
Your parent
walked into a room full of students.
who was doing a contest for like a drawing
a
contest.
bunch of art students and promptly convinced them all to rip all their drawings to shreds and
Make
turn them
a
into collage.
No, and so like so he goes up to this one kid who apparently Joel was having trouble like connecting and getting through to because like the kid just kept
This bitch ass child would
ripping up
just
the
rip
paper,
the
yeah.
paper. I don't like art.
So like Fire decides to do, what would Jewel do? And
I'll
he just
take this
goes-
a step
and So
further.
he just goes like, Kiramager Kid! And just starts fucking scribbling on a piece of paper, which then all the kids proceed to do the exact same thing. And,
ruin their
On their
drawings.
already finished art.
and I swear to God, the teacher was like, couldn't get a fucking word out, because she's just like, she's so mesmerized by what the fuck's happening. And like, so Fire just goes up to the kid. Oh, you don't like fucking drawing, huh? You just feel like ripping up your paper? Alright, then fucking do it! Rip up your fucking paper! Yeah! And the kid's just like,
No matter what you do it to the max!
yeah. Oh, you want to be a fucking artist by ripping up paper? Yeah, fucking do it. Do whatever the fuck you want. And so then all the kids proceed to also rip up their fucking drawings.
Is that a good message for kids? I'm not sure.
And Mabushi is
Definitely
just
not.
sitting there with fucking Jewel in his head, which Jewel had one of the best lines in the episode of just being, man, being a rock fucking sucks. And like hearing just Jewel fucking being that realistic about it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I love this boy. This man, he's so
But yeah, like,
awesome.
so Shovelo, even though he's in a young body, he still clearly walks around like he's got back pain.
Yeah, and Helico is just like, oh right, I've always wanted to perform surgery, and fucking
No!
Sam's just like, no!
Oh god, please no. No!
Oh, I'll be able to get all the ladies just like Bioniki can, and just
Proceeds to run around the room with his arms out like he's flying.
And Shigeru's just like, no, stop it.
Oh no!
And like,
You're
it's,
making God cry.
it's fucking madness, and just every.
And I just love that we get this brief moment with fucking Takemichi, and it's like, oh, did you get swapped too? It's like, yes, I am a drill. Fucking Murio, you know that I don't have a machine.
Yeah, so Takemichi just decides, well, fuck this, I'm gonna go treasure hunting.
Yeah.
It's because I feel like he could have been the one to, like, help the situation.
Just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna let you guys play out this whole episode. I'm gonna go find the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, so then later on they go on to fight, and they're fighting their first battle, and so they actually bring up a thing which I noticed, but didn't realize that was a thing almost the whole series so far. Their Zords encourage them and motivate them to be, like, better than they are. It's actually really fucking cool.
See, the thing is, that has always been there.
Yeah.
But the reason we never brought it up is because that's in every Sentai.
No, but they really go, like, full ham with it.
No, I know, because the machines are basically children.
Yeah, but it was just really awesome and inspiring. So, like, at first they're being discouraged into fighting because, like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and, like,
which is
funny, though. Once Fire fucking shows up as Kirame Red, he fucking just he just takes full control, and I love it. I love that Fire is just so badass.
And I love that, like, when they did their roll call, they refer to themselves as Kirame Fire, Kirame Chevello.
Yeah, and they're Mashin Sentai Kiramager, the machine version.
And they had their own little roll call pose that was very reminiscent of Tokyuger.
I loved that. That was fucking great. Yeah, no, that was dope. That was so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And so the only time we'll probably see this again.
Yeah.
We'll never see this again.
Except maybe in, like, a V cinema.
Yeah, so, like, they eventually, like... So, like, we just see freaking Mock just cowering in a fucking corner, like, having, like, a Kirame
She
shield
hates
up,
me!
being like, she fucking hates me!
No, she's got the shield on, because it's like, I must protect your perfect body!
Yeah. And then Senna's just like, no, I love you! And he's like, she loves me! She loves me!
That's like a fucking Misao, the world level, the power of boners.
He just fucking runs at the mooks, he's just like, oh, fuck all of you!
When you don't feel like fighting evil.
Oh my god, it was just so good. And then just fucking
when you have to fight when you have to fight evil, but the depression hits hard.
But Sayo just tells the Helico, you can just keep fucking spinning in a circle. I can't spin in a circle. Why?
As FF14 has taught me, all you need to do to tank is just spin to win. Spin to win, baby.
And then Shigeru tells Jeddah to just calm himself. Like, just be a sword, be sharp
calm
edge.
the F down.
Yeah, and which he does, and then Tamatoma just tells Shovel, it's like, just go up there and just shoot them.
And I don't know if this was ever used or mentioned before, but this was the part where I realized, oh my god, the Bishat's rakes have guns in them.
Yeah!
I don't know if we've seen those before.
No, I don't think so, but that was cool that they did shoot stuff out of their rakes.
Yeah.
they're fucking rakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so, yeah, they get all the confidence they need, and then eventually they go Kiramazing, but it was funny where they're like, Mabushi is just like, can they do it? Like,
I'm surprised there was such little problem forming the Megazord. And I'm also surprised there was no awkwardness of the fact that them with their human souls were combining.
Look, we had enough awkwardness with the fucking Green Ranger in this whole episode.
Did we?
Yes. We didn't need the fucking Gurren Lagann Gatai joke.
Gatai!
When that happened.
Oh, come on, we can fit that in there.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Yeah. So they managed to kill the monster and everyone goes back.
Oh, but what was the monster called?
I just remembered. Yeah. Oh my god.
Both you and Raven were just like, really?
I looked up for 2 seconds and went, this is why I don't watch this show.
The fucking homeowner loan Dagameth. It's the mortgage monster.
Yeah, it's the mortgage monster.
It had 2 heads and one of them was a bag of money. And it chained them down with loans. Oh no!
These
I mean,
monsters
I
are
guess
so
if you're
clever
going
with
to,
their
if there's going to
fucking
be
puns.
something to go with the home,
Oh my god! Yeah,
moving
so they
monster.
they dummy it, and like Takamichi kind of has like the fucking claw one's still one of the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Takamichi decides to just go fight Garza, and he fucking whoops his ass because he like catches his weapon with the drill.
Oh yeah, with the drill claw. That was
Yeah, and then he just
fun.
proceeds to kill him, and Garza's just like, "Fuck you!" Takamichi's like, "Yeah, whatever, Uncle. I don't give a shit."
Yep.
Good will always triumph over evil. He's like, "No." So yeah, so they swap back, and they're super fucking happy. But like they've all learned the lesson that it's just like, we need to encourage each other. Like,
Yep.
so, and I thought this episode was just really, really fucking good. And like the kids ended up making like a collage out of all the ripped drawings they made, so that was fucking adorable. They made it I think of their teacher and Jewel.
Yeah.
So that was really sweet. And also for the thumbnail, there's this one shot of just like the kid just with this one facial expression where he was just like,
"Nani?
what the fuck?" So we're gonna use that with another face from our feature topic, so it's gonna be really funny.
I just like, you know what? I was expecting cringe, and it was cringe, but it wasn't as cringe as I was expecting.
Fun ass cringe. I loved this episode.
It would be
so
cringe
much.
for you to be in that situation, so it makes sense that it was cringe.
Raven, any thoughts?
Body swap episodes are my absolute least favorite thing in all of Toku.
I get it.
And that's the thing.
So let's just bypass my opinion because I thought this was shit.
But that's the thing though. I wish this would have been done in like an episode of Goanger where like freaking like the
Oh god.
that would have been awesome. Fucking Speederoo.
How do you know it's not?
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be. That'd be cool if it was.
It might be.
Fucking Speederoo, the Speedor, and fucking Sosuke's body. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Emily, any other thoughts on this episode?
I think that you guys probably said pretty much everything.
Well, that's fine. You can
was
still share your thoughts.
It was just a fun episode. It had a good message about encouraging others, and also really show the dynamic between the Stones and the Rangers.
I think, honestly, so far, the Sentai probably has the best humor I've ever seen in a Sentai.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Whoever's writing the humor in these episodes, they know what the fuck they're doing, and it's super funny.
I still think the crane game Jimenju is the best.
No, just the one with the one monster who just gave the fuck up. He's like, I'm going home, I'm fucking tired of this bullshit. That was fucking hilarious.
That feels like a monster that would have been included in our feature topic. But before we get to that, next week's episode is about Jules' identity being exposed, and then he gets, like, magic glued to this schoolgirl. So, potential ship.
Am I wrong if anyone who's watched Ultraman Rube, like, is that Asahi's actor? It looks like Asahi.
Oh, is that the girl from episode 0 who, like, told him to draw her?
Maybe?
Are we finally dealing with that? Wow.
She looks like Asahi, though, from Ultraman Rube. If anyone can find out and confirm this, that'd be
Someone
great.
look up her actor.
Yeah.
Anyway, feature topic! Well, if you had any doubts when we started talking about this show, what I said about you will feel bad for the villains, if you had any doubt that was true, I'm sure that's been put to rest by now.
Oh, no, I never had doubts. Like, every time you said that to me, I believed you. And, my god. Like, the amount of tension between fucking Key and
yeah, it turns
Commander.
out his name was Key.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what everyone called him.
Yeah. But, my fucking god. Just, like, he's so sad and is, like, just so much fucking happening. Like, I didn't even care what was happening with fucking Treasure 5. It was
right?
it was all about these two.
Exactly.
So, like, as we found out in the last episode was that apparently they just, the Commander's evil organization does not have enough funding to make more monsters and keep their organization afloat. So, because that's why he's been having a part-time job at the pub, and it hasn't been enough income to help fund their organization.
Yeah.
And so, just, like, Commander's just being so fucking, like, modest about it and stuff. But,
he's
like,
trying to keep up the appearance of an evil overlord, and
he keeps like lying to Key, saying like he's like, oh no, I robbed a treasury, like I got this injury on my finger from it.
I robbed a bank last night.
Yeah, like the
behold my boo boo.
One finger cut. Yeah.
Yeah, and he got like he tried to rob the national treasury of Japan, and then like Key was just
one finger band-aid.
Yeah,
behold my boo boo.
And then the Key was just like, didn't you cut your finger by cutting like food? And he's like,
no, you fool!
Ah! Just starts
lightning,
fucking lightning him. And so
do not question me, foolish underling.
So what ends up happening?
Now
is
prep the produce.
So what ends up happening is Key just like gives him this sob story where he's like, well, my mom owns this, like, my family owns this tofu shop, and like she can't really run it anymore, so I've been asked to run the tofu shop, so I feel like I really need to, but I'm also really dedicated to you.
You fool! How dare you not care for your mother? You're fired! You're of no use to me!
Go run your tofu shop, dumbass!
Help your mother! She's worried about you!
I know, his just like,
it's like
very evil encouragement.
It's like, this is what you get from hanging with Yakuza! Your mother's worried about you!
Sorry, you're saying, Emily?
Oh, I can't hear Emily.
She's not talking right now.
Emily, you still there? Hello?
Emily?
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear her either.
Alright, we'll just keep going until she comes back.
Oh, well then, alright.
Uh-oh.
There's more than a couple scenes where you see the commander holding back tears, and it's just like,
hey, it's the guy from Yakuza.
Yeah.
I love that meme from Yakuza of just him like slamming the fucking desk and just walking out of the room. It's so funny.
So Key tells the Treasure 5 team that he's quitting his job at the pub, and to celebrate, they take him to the karaoke place.
Well, yeah. So like,
and they drink with him.
Yeah,
it's very nice. It's very sweet.
But yeah, and so like Treasure 5 is like really upset that like he's leaving. It's like, no, you've always been so good, so fast and stuff like that.
You're such a nice guy, and he just like, oh my god, I've been a terrible, evil person if everyone thinks I'm so nice.
Yeah.
We have to take over the world! It's just so good.
It's just, they're all complimenting him, and throughout this entire thing, his ethical concern is the fact that, but I'm supposed to be evil.
I don't want to feel good, I want to feel evil!
Yeah, so then like
they mean we get into fights?
So
I like fights!
So like they realize that like, they needed monsters, so Key actually offers himself up to be a monster. He's like, dude, let me become a monster! I'll do it! And
I just love the way the commander phrases the response. You will get mantis claws for hands. Sign me up!
I'm in.
Very well, you shall become the Kamakiri Otoko.
And the whole time this is fucking happening, like, we just see, like...
Both Blue from Treasure 5 and the manager of the restaurant listen to all these conversations.
And just, like, the manager's face the whole time is just hilarious.
I love that, like...
Oh my god!
Like, not only does he sympathize with them, but he's, like, down to join them by the end.
Yeah, and he's, like, motivating the commander so much to just, like, no, keep fucking going, like, do this shit. Like,
here's some rice vouchers, you can sell these.
Yeah, and so, like, and then, like, episode 11's just about, like, Yellow losing his gem, which apparently he tried to pawn it off.
No, he dropped it in the bathroom.
No, but apparently at one point he went to a pawn shop
to double check.
To double check how much it was.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, he went there. Hey, appraise this for me.
And Pink just knew how much it was worth.
So when they ask him how much it was worth, he doesn't give them a number. He says, "Oh, it's about 100 trips to the red light district." And the snap response from Pink: 600 million yen. Which means that Pink is kind of doing some side hustling there.
Pink knew the general cost point on that really quickly.
So we know what she's up to in the off hours.
Not that hasn't been heavily hinted at the whole fucking show.
Of course.
What?
But over this episode, they talk about
welcome.
They talk about the fact that since the evil organization has been scaling back their attacks, oh, we don't need a 5-man Sentai anymore, so we're gonna fire 2 of you. We haven't decided who, though. So the whole episode is like which two are gonna get fired, and it ends up with Green leading the charge on I'll just quit, and then Red decides to go with him.
Okay, so I looked up in Canadian dollars. So 600 million yen in Canadian dollars is $7,472,483
Each.
Each. So if we times that by 5,
Treasure 5.
that's like over $37 million.
Now,
Those are some fucking
upon
valuable gems.
Upon discovering this fact, one would immediately be prompted with a couple of questions. Why are these gems worth that much? Why did the combat division spend so much money acquiring gems that functionally do nothing but just sit on the suits and look pretty? And other such same questions.
Are they not the Henshin material?
And the third question I'll get into
suits.
after we talk about the last episode.
Yeah, so they take.
They're just suits?
Yeah, they just put them on.
Yeah.
They
Although they do describe their wristband as the change band, so it could be that they do actually henshin, we just never see it.
Yeah, and then you just watch Yellow just unzip the thing down the back. And
Oh yeah,
take it
when
off.
he's looking for his gem, he just straight up strips down to his underwear.
Except his boots. Keeps his boots on.
I love that, like, which means he took the boots off, took the pants off, and then put the boots
But like
back on.
I looked away and looked back and I saw him sitting down just in his underwear and I'm like, no, I don't want to see that. No, thank you. Yeah, so like they end up taking Key to karaoke and they're like, oh, you know what, sing a song or something. So he starts singing a song which is like totally towards the commander.
This like ballad about how much he hates leaving the one he loves.
And you just see Blue just like he knows deep down what's going on, so he's just fucking bawling his eyes out and like, you know, he's just being really emotional and just Blue's just like, shut up, all of you!
No, yeah, like the others are like, who's he singing about? It's gotta be a... I don't know what that was.
That was a car.
That was a motorcycle or something.
Okay, whatever.
Running down the street, but Jesus
So-
Christ, that was loud.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the other rangers are like, who's he singing about? It's gotta be a woman, right? And then Blue just pipes up with, shut the fuck up and listen!
Listen to his manly song!
Oh,
He's
man.
just trying to
Okay,
talk,
so
man!
that was Nasahi. Okay, she looks like her.
Okay.
And also we found out that apparently they're getting downsized.
Yeah, they eventually decide that to dissolve the entire combat division, which means Treasure 5 are all Treasure fired. Also, Emily, are you there now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You were talking and then you cut out and we couldn't hear you.
Couldn't hear you
I
for a
can't
while.
hear you either.
No, it's okay.
I can't hear.
He's connected, we checked.
No, I checked. I can't hear her.
Hold on.
Why is he punching Kirby?
Because Yakuza's apparently a very...
Talk now, Emily?
It's a...
Everyone get punched.
Emily, talk.
Hello?
Can you hear now?
No.
Is your volume on?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
it's
know.
okay, whatever. So, no, it's not that they're all getting fired, it's that they have to downsize to 3.
No, at first that's what
Yeah,
happened.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
At first they're being
Yeah,
downsized to 3.
We mentioned that.
No, I know, but I was going more into explanation
Okay,
as
go
to
ahead.
why. Anyways, so like Red's just like, well, I'm gonna stay because I'm the leader, obviously, and it's like, and everyone just goes, oh no, Yellow, you'll be the first. He's like, what? No, I'm the oldest member. I've been here the longest. Why should be it?
I just got back. Dick move.
Yeah, and then like Blue's just like, well, no, we need like red, blue, and purple, red, purple, blue, and then like Yellow's like, who the fuck's this purple?
And then Pink's like, oh, it's obviously gonna be pink, white, and beige. Excuse me?
I have several questions.
Yeah, so for me personally, I think it should be yellow, green that just get taken out because red, blue, and pink seem to be the most competent of the team. So, at least that's my opinion.
Thanks.
Which 3-man team would you like to see from After
no,
5? Post in the comments.
Well, I'm saying in terms of this
Thanks,
team.
Lane!
Green's got a boomerang.
Ah, fuck him then.
They're all
suck.
But yes,
Boomerangs are cool.
we also get this one conversation that I really laughed at, where like Ki, like the Sentoin, after his kaijin surgery, It's a slow process. At first, you will only transform your hands into a mantis.
And he just has mantis hand.
I love how they use this to get around the cheapness of just having just hands instead of a full kaijin suit.
But there's such a funny moment where there's they're talking about something, and then just you see him he just look at his arm to look at the menu thing, and then he sees his arm. Oh shit! Just fucking hides upon his arm.
But he's talking to the commander about it, and it's so we didn't have a lot of money. We could only afford the external surgery, not the internal one. So you may have the body of a kamakiri. Unfortunately, on the inside, you are as weak as a 2-year-old.
Be careful about what you eat.
And drink.
And fight.
Which promptly gets abused by the Treasure 5 feeding him a glass of alcohol.
And then he just fucking steams out of his fucking head,
and that hospitalized him.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he died.
No,
he came back.
He came back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's in the hospital.
Oh, yeah. So then just, the last episode, it's just, apparently they're all getting fired just because the organization's just weak as shit.
Yeah.
They're not a threat anymore. And so, the manager just goes up to the commander, who's now trying to work, 3 part-time jobs. One at the pub, one at the karaoke bar, and then he wants
Key's tofu shop.
Yeah, and at Key's tofu shop because he feels like he owes him it.
Yeah.
So then, he decides to resign at the pub.
It's this, really weirdly genuine and heartfelt scene where you see him just, complete, he's got only a small amount of face makeup, and he just walks up to the manager just yeah, being evil didn't work out, so I'm gonna go work at the tofu shop.
And
Are you gonna create tofu bombs? No, we're actually using very local sourced materials, and we supply a local.
You make explosive soy milk and poison the population? No, we give it to soy milk for people down the street.
It just sounds like working at a tofu shop. Yeah, I'm gonna close the old evil corporation.
And he did try to sell a bunch of his own shit earlier too, his scythe and one of his horns.
He was selling his scythe and horn on Yahoo Japan auctions.
Yeah.
And so Blue's just gonna be no! We need your evil organization. It was a great evil organization.
Which, yeah, Red finds out that apparently, Commander was the one who was he's yeah, whenever we were in, really dire moments, he was always there to,
Blue tells them everything he saw, which leads to them realizing that the Commander was secretly saving them from all the shit that happened to them over the course of the show.
Yep.
So
good.
The manager of the pub promptly goes, no, fuck that shit! We're gonna conquer the world! Working in food services made me evil too! So fucking rips his shirt off and goes, Kaijin me up, bro!
And the commander's just trying to be well, it's a really hard process and stuff. He's no, fucking do it!
And he does the same speech he did to Key. It's your hands will become firefly squids. I'm that's a little further stretch from Mantis hands.
So he turns him around and he's just yeah, no, I'm not going to do this to you. I'm going to lighten you in the head and you're going to forget my entire existence. He's no! I'll never forget you! No! So he even offers him $200 to help with the process.
Yeah, which he promptly leaves with him.
Yeah, in his uniform. But then we get introduced to Woohoo 5.
Party Gundan, Hoo 5!
Yeah, so it's just them in their Treasure 5 outfits, but then they have these gold masks
shitty
on.
Little theater masks over their visors.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. So they proceed to fight him, but then proceed to give them all their gems, and it's here, use this to fucking fund your organization.
I love that, the first couple, they, did fight choreography, but also, grabbed his hand to grab their gems. And then by the end of it, the last two just drop the fucking pretense and just drop their gems.
Here, this should give you money so you can just do whatever you want.
Why would you do this, Treasure 5? Oh, we're not Treasure 5. Some people just look alike, which is an amazing callback to when he walked into the karaoke place to serve them drinks, and they're Commander? No, I just look alike.
Yeah, I just work here.
No, I just look like him.
I love that call. I love the way they set that up and paid it off at the end.
So then they get a call from Lamy Gold, and it's oh yeah, we need you guys.
There's a fucking monster attack. You're not being
fuck
fired.
Yeah!
Man, was that quick. They he had a kaijin and fighters ready to go the next morning.
No, it was weeks.
No,
No, because the
they were commenting, like they literally stayed at the thing all night, the night before they were going to be fired.
Oh.
And were commenting about how it had been a while. I guess he didn't end up making the rebuilding his organization after all.
Womp womp.
So then like they go back to celebrate and stuff like that, and then there he is working again.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what the hell are you doing here? What happened to all the money we gave you? Well, I'm working this job so I could
buy them.
I heard he said, yeah, so I could buy the gems back.
No, one of the Rangers says that they heard rumors of a man working part-time jobs to buy back some gems.
So yeah, he pawned the gems for all that money, refunded his organization just so he could keep them working as Treasure 5.
And then continue to work his part-time jobs to buy back the gems.
So he could give them back to them.
Even though they have nothing to do with their henchmen.
Nicest villain ever!
Right?
My god!
It's just, I sold their property.
Because like they go into it earlier, it's like, wait, if we defeat the evil organization, are we out of work?
Yeah, and they won't have anyone to fight anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was basically the end of season 1, and like, my god.
And then as the commander walks out of the karaoke room, he's like, I believe this song is appropriate for you, and promptly cues up the After 5 theme for them to sing.
Yep.
That felt like some tokusatsu gaga shit.
And they had a disclaimer where it's like, oh, you can find this at karaoke bars.
Yeah, at the end there was like, some of the songs here may be available at associated locations.
But my god, this show is fucking incredible.
So that's season 1 of After 5.
Yes, because we find out that they did make a season 2, and apparently that's even more batshit nuts.
Oh yeah.
So
oh really?
More crazy, more Sentai, more feelsy.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Danger 5.
Kinda, yeah. It's in that echelon of parody, but good enough that you can kind of believe it.
Exactly. It's got a plot.
Yeah.
It's got a situation, and it's got believable characters, but it's also an enormous lampoon on the on the genre that it's doing.
Which is funny because it includes several actors from actual tokusatsu.
But exactly.
But does it have Johnny Hitler?
No, but that's not the
What
real
does?
crime. The real crime is the fact that it doesn't have Agent Hitler FBI, right?
Oh, yeah.
Agent Hitler FBI.
Oh, my God.
He's master of disguise, that man.
Yep.
Hitler does wear hats!
Wow. Oh, and
Hitler's evil twin Hatler.
Oh, yeah, and at the end we see that Key comes back out of the hospital ready to do evil again.
Yep.
So he's gonna be the new Johnny Hitler?
Maybe.
But yeah, so
that's After 5.
fucking great.
That's the show.
Super funny, super feelsy. All the characters all the actors did such a fucking great job. So like, I can't wait to watch season 2.
Yes, we will absolutely revisit it at some point.
That was sure a thing I want.
But for now, Jikai, Leia Sentai Castranger.
Next week, since Gar is going to be back in town, we will be talking about episodes 1 and 2 of Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger.
Which the Sentai the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was based off.
Yeah.
Oh boy! I sure can't wait to watch the Power Rangers!
One of the many, many shows that feels like something we should have talked about years ago.
Yeah,
Right.
probably.
Yeah, why didn't we touch on this?
We've been busy.
Busy enough
Yes.
that we haven't touched on...
We had to do Bakugan, for fuck's sake.
No, we didn't!
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't!
Fucking majority vote. Yes, we did.
It was during the hiatus,
It was the happiest Blaze has ever been on for Castranger.
and ever will be.
Ever will be.
So, until next week, thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, doing the thing, you know what to do. As usual, our primary source of hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook page, Twitter account, our Discord server, where you can chat with other such cast fans as the ones you've seen here in our video, and listen to the show live Friday nights. We also have our merch store, which now has masks. Everyone stay safe out there. And our Patreon, where you can pledge to help us make the show better for you.
That's right.
So, thank you all once again, and we will see you next week.
Thank you very much. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a great night, everyone.